The 60 million euro verdict. Mbappé versus PSG, the fallout. It's being called the most expensive breakup in football history. Kylian Mbappé and Paris Saint-Germain didn't just part ways, they went to war. And today, we have a winner. A Paris labor court has officially ordered PSG to pay their former superstar a staggering 60 million euros in unpaid wages and bonuses. For months, PSG claimed Mbappé owed them money. They claimed he broke a gentleman's agreement. But the judges just delivered a reality check to the Parisian giants. Today, we're breaking down how Mbappé won big, why PSG's verbal agreement defense crumbled, and why this legal battle is far from over. Why the bad blood? To understand this court ruling, we have to go back to the summer of 2024. Mbappé leaves Paris for Real Madrid on a free transfer. For PSG, this was a disaster. They spent 180 million euros to sign him from Monaco in 2017, and losing the world's best player for €0 felt like a betrayal to CEO Nasser Al-Khelaifi. PSG's argument was simple. They claimed Mbappé had verbally promised to waive certain bonuses if he left for free, ensuring the club wouldn't be left financially ruined. PSG actually sued Mbappé for a mind-boggling 440 million euros in damages. They argued he acted disloyally by hiding his intent to leave. Mbappé fired back, seeking 260 million euros, claiming the club simply stopped paying him his salary and bonuses during his final 3 months. The secret agreement versus the law. So, why did the court side with Kylian? It comes down to a fundamental rule of employment. If it isn't in writing, it basically doesn't exist. The judges were very clear. PSG failed to provide any written evidence that Mbappé ever signed away his right to his salary. The court found that PSG owed him 3 months of unpaid salary, an ethics bonus, a massive signing bonus. Mbappé's lawyer, Frédéric Cassereau, put it perfectly. This is what you expect when salaries go unpaid. Essentially, you can't just stop paying an employee because you're unhappy they're quitting. A partial victory? What Mbappé lost? Now, while the headlines say Mbappé wins, it wasn't a total shutout. The players' team went for the jugular, accusing PSG of some pretty serious stuff: moral harassment, concealed work, breach of duty of safety. The court actually dismissed these claims. They ruled that while PSG owed him money, they weren't necessarily harassing him in a legal sense. This prevented the payout from ballooning into the hundreds of millions Mbappé was originally seeking. It's a win for his bank account, but the court didn't officially label PSG as villains regarding his treatment behind the scenes. The global impact. Labor law in football. This case is a massive wake-up call for the entire football industry. For a long time, gentlemen's agreements and verbal handshakes governed how stars moved between clubs. Mbappé's legal team released a statement saying, "This restores a simple truth. Labor law applies to everyone. Even if you're a multi-billion-dollar club owned by a state, you cannot ignore the basic rights of an employee." Earlier this year, the LFP, the French league, already told PSG twice to pay up. PSG ignored them. By taking it to a civil court, Mbappé has proven that the law of the pitch is secondary to the law of the land. Is it over? So, is the check in the mail? Not quite. PSG has already announced they intend to appeal the ruling. They are doubling down on the idea that Mbappé acted disloyally. But as it stands, Mbappé has the upper hand. He's scoring goals in Madrid, and he's just secured a 60 million euro judgment against his former employers. This saga has tarnished the relationship between France's biggest star and its biggest club forever. What do you think? Was Mbappe right to sue for every penny? Or should he have forgiven the debt given how much PSG paid him over the years? Drop a comment below.